I got the money lady up in here today, guys.
That's right. Financial literacy expert Jewel Tankard and the co-star of the hit Bravo show Thicker Than Water. How you doing?
How you doing?
Thanks
up,
for
y'all?
being here. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me. It's always so much fun with y'all. Y'all be hyped in the morning.
Goodness. She always
wide open.
She always reminds me that we don't get dressed good when we come to work. She come up in here like she about to go down the damn runway.
What time did you get up this morning?
Okay.
Y'all so silly.
Man.
5:15.
Okay,
right?
well, you got up at 2.
I got up at 2:30.
I got up at 3.
I was asleep, honey.
And she was asleep.
I
And
was
she
gone.
still came up in here ready for the photo shoot.
Yeah, them braids is everything.
Got her, I'm trying to
Girl,
describe
you're
it.
so
She got on
sweet.
her orange and everything. You know, she gonna walk out the street. People gonna ask her for a light or something. You know, trying to holler. You know, you gotta do something.
Gotta do something.
Oh, that's so lame. A light.
You got a light.
That's lame.
You smoke cigarettes now. NT Ways. How you been, lady?
I've been doing really good.
Now, the last time you were here, you were doing this thing in Detroit. How'd that go?
That was off the chain, as a matter of fact. I'm
Right.
headed back to Detroit in 2 weeks, and I'm doing 2 days of training on Forex crypto. And on the third day, I'm doing a whole tour of the city of Detroit and taking them around my real estate properties and showing them how to invest in the city of Detroit.
Now, what is it about Detroit?
Girl, that thing is like serious economic revitalization. I mean, you got Magic Johnson, you got DJ Envy, you got a lot of top producers are coming to Detroit because, you know, it went through such a hard time.
Right.
And so that's the time to scoop up everything. So it's definitely on the come up.
Okay.
So you go get you a $12,000, $13,000 property.
That's exactly what, Kenny?
And
What?
get 10 of them, then it's worth 100,000.
What?
and then you flip them and
What?
Man,
Come
I'm about to
on.
go buy-
Come on.
Dub, come on, bruh.
That's it.
I need you to put that bread together, man.
I got 5 on it.
I got 5 on it.
All right. now 5,
I got
not 500
I
to
got
5,000. I got 5.
If you
got
don't get your
5, I
behind
got
up out of here with $5,
Hey, that's good
I thought
investment.
you
said it's a
meant
percentage.
5,000.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He said it's a percentage.
Right.
So
I wanna be part
Detroit
of
is
it.
booming. So, you know, right now, you know, we were talking last time about crypto and talking about different currencies. This is the time right now for you guys to call if you got a financial question, something you want to know about investing money. You know, this is the time to call somebody that's an expert in that field. Tell us something that's hot right now, you know, as far as getting in investments.
Well, like, I want people to pay attention to, you know, like last time we talked about crypto, I want them to pay attention to their Cash App because everybody's using Cash App and everybody's using technology with their money. PayPal, you can take a picture of your check and deposit it into your
That's
account.
crazy.
And then you can move money from one phone to another through Cash App. But if you look on Cash App, recently they just added Bitcoin.
I saw
So
that.
that's an indicator. That's another what I call wealth indicator for you to pay attention to and say, okay, what is up with that? Because Cash App not going to be in on no scam.
Okay.
True that.
There you
They lock
That's
it down
crazy.
on Cash App.
Yep, absolutely.
I tried to get me another account. They was all in my business. This ain't you.
You
live
already
here.
got one.
I'm like, hold on, man. I know you don't know me like that, brother. Talk to me any kind of way.
Absolutely.
We're gonna go to the phone lines because people do have questions, and we're gonna get one. We're gonna let you sit and ponder that. When we come back, we're gonna start answering your questions on today's Ask the Expert. So let's go to the phone lines.
It seems like I never get ahead. I need to know what I'm doing wrong. I work every day and I pay my bills all the time, but I feel like I keep taking 2 steps back. I just need some help. Do you have any suggestions on how to maximize the money that I have, please?
All right, so yeah, I think that's a lot of people's problem.
I know people are like, ooh, girl, let me
Yeah.
stay in the car and hear this answer.
So stick around. And if you have a question for our expert, you should really get on the line and ask the expert. Man, it just sounds like a common question for a lot of folks.
Yeah. I
So
think it
what's
is.
going on here?
So first of all, she got to look at all her expenses. Like, does she have extra stuff that she could cut? For example, you might for a season not go shopping. Get rid of your cable. Cut your expenses. Everything that you don't have to have cut for this season, and then work on educating yourself because you probably have maxed out at your skill set. So you got to understand the only difference between the rich and the poor is information. So put yourself in an environment to get educated and then start implementing what you learn. That's really the only way to do it so you can increase your income.
Okay.
All right.
Next question.
We got to go to the phone lines. 92Q, good morning.
Hi, I have a question about my mortgage payment. I bought my house in 2014, and the value of my home has gone up a lot, like over $100,000 since I bought the house.
Wow. Okay.
And I want to know what I can do to lower my payments or use that equity so that I'm not paying the mortgage insurance that I'm paying now. if she can help with that.
Wow, that's nice, man.
That's real
$100,000
nice.
increase.
I'm like,
Man.
congratulations, girl.
Right.
So first thing I would probably do is two things. Either you can refi the home, reach out to your mortgage company, refi it, and they'll probably lower your mortgage significantly. Interest rates right now are pretty good. Or you can sell the home, take the profit, buy a couple rental properties, and create cash flow coming in.
Man, you
I'm
better
real
say
big
that.
on that. You know what I mean? Move into a smaller situation and then take that profit, buy you 2 or 3 or however many properties you can get, put a leader rehab in it, throw some tenants in there for $800 to $1,000 a month. Now you got an additional cash flow coming in every single month.
Wow.
Now, see
And
that?
boom.
That's why you got to be listening at the right time.
That is a great.
So you can find out how to
I
get
like
this
that second
money.
part.
All right, man, take advantage of this right now. Ask the expert. We have Jewel Tankard in the house. She is our financial expert. She can help you get your money where it needs to be. Hit us up right now if you have a question for our expert this morning.
Good morning.
What's your question?
My question is, I've heard a lot of different advice on money versus saving versus investing. I've heard the term save from your earnings and invest from your savings. My question is, how do you know when it's time to invest versus knock out your debt?
That is such a good question. And, I have some other counterparts that disagree and say, hey, just focus on getting out of debt. But most of them are not trying to help people build wealth. You have to, especially as an African American, you're going to have to save and pay off debt and invest. So you might have to take a smaller percentage,
do it all at the
but
same
do
time.
a little bit every single month, because it might take you 10 years to get out of debt. So I don't want you to wait another 10 years before you start saving and investing.
Right.
And there is a difference between saving and investing. Saving just holds your money. It keeps you liquid. You have liquid cash. Investing multiplies your money. So I think it's really critical that you do a little bit of everything. Figure out how much that is you're going to spend and then break that thing up in threes.
What do you suggest for investing?
I suggest investing. Ultimately, I love hard assets, which is real estate, because if you can buy a property for $10,000, and they're out there, even in Nashville, you just got to find an off-market person that knows underground. It's not going to be on the market,
Okay.
Right.
And so
They ain't
get a
gonna put it
property
where
for
you can see it.
then get a property for $10,000. Put maybe $5,000 in it, slap some walls on it and floors and paint, and put a tenant in there for $800 to $1,000 a month. A lot of these areas are being gentrified because the whole key in developing wealth is to create cash flow. That means it's not something that's costing you; it's something that's bringing you money in, which is why your main home is not an asset, because it costs you, even if it's paid off. You got to create cash flow, something that's going to keep coming in every single month that you could eventually get to a point where you can live off of it.
All right, guys. This is the time to ask your questions. We got the expert in here, man. She's getting it all over the place. She's doing it all over the country. And we're going to probably get some crypto questions in here in just a second, too. I think I got one. So hit us up if you have a question. 737-9292. Ask the expert. And our sponsor this hour, Sissy.
Grand Style Homes. They're dedicated to providing buyers, sellers, or investors with the most powerful tools, information, and resources you need to find or sell real estate within the greater Nashville and surrounding areas.
All right. And what up, LaTanya?
Hey, LaTanya Martin.
We have her on here next week. Right now, we are asking our expert. All right, guys, we're in the studio right now with our expert. Jewel Tankard is in the building. What's going on, lady?
What's up?
You've seen her on TV,
Yes, you have.
thinking of water. You've seen her doing all kinds of great things. If you're into the financial side of things, going around doing seminars and what have you. So, I know you find a lot of joy in doing this. I mean, you can see her eyes just light up talking about, and it's not just getting her own money, but getting you to the money.
You to the money, yeah.
How did you get into that space to where you're like, this is what I want to get other people to the money?
Man, I mean, because I went from my father taking care of me to men taking care of me, drug dealers, and all of that just end up crashing and burning. And I'm
Wow.
like, girl, you got to be able to take care of yourself. Like, this doesn't make sense. And I was tired of the narrative of, good times and we always struggling and we always broke. And I was mad at good times because they couldn't never seem to get out the hood. And I'm like, we got to change that narrative and give our people hope that you do not have to live all your days broke. You do not have to live like that, but you got to make the decision that you're ready to learn and do what it takes to change the narrative so your children can have a better narrative, because a lot of it is generational.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And we were here making some comments earlier. It's like, we do this show every day, Monday through Friday, and we do something controversial or it's like child support something or whatever.
Lines are lit up.
Can't stop the lines from ringing. The show is over. People still calling. But we're trying to talk to you about taking yourself from working, like you're right now going to work every day,
Yep.
to at least moving to like, okay, I'm going to own something,
Yep.
to maybe own 2 things, 4
Exactly.
things, and move myself to some, some properties or
Signing them
whatever.
paychecks.
And, people like, is it because they don't think they can have it?
Yeah, I think struggle has become their normal.
Wow.
Lack has
Ooh-wee.
become their normal. Like this is their like, girl, you broke, I'm broke too. We all broke, child. That's just how it is, girl. Did he send his check yet? I'm waiting on the child support. And so you had that mindset.
Might hurt a few with that one.
And your whole circle, because I used to be waiting on the child support too. When I had to make a decision, I'm not going to base my whole livelihood and my child's livelihood based on whether or not this Negro decides he wants to do what he's supposed to do.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
But I got an attitude, and when I got the attitude, then the information started coming, and then the work ethic came behind it to say your girl not gonna be broke, whether he send child support or not.
All right. We got to go back to the phone lines. 92Q, what's happening?
Yes, I have a question regarding retirement in the workplace, how we're investing our money at our places of work. Of course, we all know about 401k. That's what most of us do. But a lot of us also lost money when the crash came back in the mid-2000s with 401k. There's also like Roth IRAs. And there's also a lot of different ways you can invest money now into like moving it over into some type of cryptocurrency or something like that. What would you advise as far as investing money in the workplace for retirement?
So 2 things. You're very right. 401k, very few people are able to retire comfortably with a 401k, which is why so many older people are on Walmart, unfortunately. Look into something called an Index Universal Life Policy, and you can check me out on JewelTankard.com. I can get you that information. But what it is it gives you a death benefit, it builds cash value, and it also builds tax-free retirement income. So you pay into it, whatever you can afford, $100 a month, $400 a month, $50 a month, whatever you can afford, and we're able to tell you this will be your death benefit, and this will be the amount that it's going to pay you monthly every month until the day that you die.
Wow.
And you only pay into it, you only have to pay into it for at least 15 years. If you want to do more, you can do that, but we can do the calculations for you and show you, then that way you know for a fact I got this amount coming in addition to my 401k.
Okay, wait. So you're saying invest money every month, say $100.
Yep.
When would the residual come back to you? You said the living benefit. Is that immediate or is that after 15 years?
No, that's after 15 years.
Okay.
So you got to pay into it at least for 15 years. And
Okay.
then we can do an amortization and say, okay, if you start getting paid at 60, this is how much you'll get every month. If you start getting paid at 65, 70, we can work those numbers based on when you want to retire. But that money is guaranteed. Not only that, you also have a death benefit, because most of your elders don't have money, a death benefit, because it gets too expensive. Term insurance, whole life, too expensive. This gives you a permanent death benefit. So if you had $100,000 when you started at 45, you're going to have $100,000 when you die at 90.
So what if you start at 45 and you die at 50? Where does that money go?
You still get a death benefit, and it goes to your beneficiaries.
Okay.
All right, guys, see? Free game, just
I know
like
I
that.
asked some questions for some folks on
Yeah,
that
ask
one.
some questions on that one. All right,
Yes.
guys. We want to say thank you to you, Jewel Tankard. And give that website one more time. What is it?
JewelTankard.com, and all my social media is Jewel Tankard.
And it's JewelTankard.
And if I got that crypto, that Bitcoin button on my Cash App, I could put some money in that, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
You
start-
can?
Yeah. But better, you should use Coinbase. Is an app, and you can just put it on autosave and just start saving $50 a week, $20 a week, $10 a week. The key
Whatever.
is to start
Coin
accumulating.
save.
Coinbase.
Coinbase.
Coinbase. BASE.
Coinbase.
Yep, it's
Okay.
a blue and white app.
Guys, start doing something with your money. You're not
it.
getting younger, and that money is slipping away.
Yes, it is.
We appreciate you, Jewel, for coming in here and blessing us with the
Thank
knowledge.
you so much.
Sissy. Love
The
y'all.
lack of knowledge, that's what it is. Trying to close the gap right here on the Kenny Swope Morning Show.